Traumatic brain injury affects millions of people each year. A new documentary offers some insight as veterans, first responders, and professional athletes share their stories. We speak to the filmmaker next.
All of a sudden, it felt like somebody hit me in the stomach with a sledgehammer. I don't sleep at night. I'm in pain all the time.
Well, when it comes to suicide, the men and women who help protect our country are among the hardest groups hit. Recent studies show as many as 20 veterans take their own lives every day, but there is help and hope. A remarkable new documentary explores all of this. Quiet Explosions, Healing the Brain gives an inside look into people suffering from traumatic brain injury. Emmy Award-winning filmmaker Jerri joining us now to tell us more about this groundbreaking film. Jerri, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Bob.
So this really was, I think you found, a silent epidemic. This affects so many people.
Absolutely. Millions of people, not just famous football players or surfers and veterans, but people who fall off a ladder or people who are in car accidents. It's really a huge epidemic.
So what happens? You call it quiet explosions. What are the effects of this traumatic brain injury?
Many people just have fits of depression, anxiety, similar to what's happening to people with COVID and isolation, and they really can't function. They either sleep all day or they're up all night, and they're having tremendous problems working, being a regular citizen in society. So we found there are cures, there are therapies, there are treatments, and that's what the movie explores.
I imagine many of them, when they're suffering like this, they try to find solutions, they hit a lot of obstacles, and perhaps they're given medications and drugs, and maybe doctors or at that point might think that this is a panacea or a cure-all for their issues, and oftentimes I imagine they're finding that that's not the case. It might take a little bit more than that.
Tremendous amount of opiates are given out and pharmaceuticals and drugs, and then the people end up going to alcohol and recreational drugs, and they really can't function because the drugs that they're taking and the pharmaceuticals are giving them more symptoms than the TBI. So unfortunately, the solutions in our movie that you see through these terrific pioneering doctors are not pharmaceuticals. They're remedies that are hormones that replace in the brain that are missing. And it's just amazing. And hyperbaric oxygen therapy, adding huge amounts of oxygen into the brain. So people will realize that there are methods without pharmaceutical drugs, and they can get better.
And people are seeing this through your documentary, right? Because I know it's available in streaming, and so you're being contacted from people all over the globe about this, about possible other solutions for the issues that they're suffering?
Yes, it's pretty amazing when I get emails, texts, and phone calls from Taipei, Taiwan, and Paris, and Canada, and just everywhere, Switzerland, and they say, you know, I just saw this movie. Are you Jerri? Sure, you just saved my life. I was just going to kill myself. I saw this film, and now I know there's hope. And then they go to our resources page on the website, quietexplosions.com, and they find out where the doctors are, that they can get help, and they get help, and there is hope. These people are getting better and better and better.
And we see a lot of the pictures from the documentary here. You talk to a wide range of people. We only have about 30 seconds. What kind of people do you talk to in this documentary, Jerri?
A firefighter from 9/11 with PTSD, a gymnast, a surfer, football players, Marine, the guy from Survivor, Ben Drybergen, and Andrew Marr. And it's amazing. And now we're going to be in the Laemmle Theater on October 8th, so people can see it in Glendale on the big screen.
Well, anybody that is suffering from this kind of traumatic brain injury or knows someone undoubtedly as a family member or a friend, they know that this is a place that they can at least start to turn to. We want to let people know about this. It's called Quiet Explosions, Healing the Brain. As Jerri said, it's playing at the Laemmle Theater October the 8th through the 14th in Glendale, and it is also streaming on multiple platforms, including Amazon and iTunes. The film is now, as she said, Oscar qualified for 2022. For more information about the film, go to quietexplosions.com. Jerri, congratulations, and great job out there helping out all of these people. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Bob. It's a pleasure.
Thanks, Jerri.